What up, Raffleitos? Welcome back to my channel. We're back at Liliendal to take another look at this massive hotel that's being constructed. This is Pasha Global 5-star hotel. And I just said that this hotel is now much, much bigger than I thought it would be. I thought it would be a 6-story hotel, but it turns out that this is going to be at least 13 stories because they've already completed 13 floors of this hotel. The reason why I thought it was going to be just 6 floors is because they were making it out of rebar and concrete. And I thought that maybe to get up to 16 or 20 floors, they would have to use a steel I-beam frame. But it turns out that's not what they're doing. They're actually building floor by floor using concrete and rebar, which is kind of amazing or astonishing to me. So if you were to count from the top the number of floors that they've completed, that's at the top. Let's count the top floor because it's still under construction. So that's going to be floor 1, floor 2. Right, so floor 1 at the top where there's still men working and where the cranes, see the cranes are above. See, that's the top floor that they're completing. Calling that 1. 2 is the one below. 3, stick to the edge. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and the ground floor 13. So there are 13 floors already on this hotel and they haven't stopped building yet. Now, of course, at the other end, it seems as if the first 3 floors extend the furthest out to the west, and then the next, 5 floors or so. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 floors have been completed at this end. So that's about maybe 9 or 10 floors. And then the rest is still to be completed. But as you can see, the cranes are still high up above the building. So my guess is that they're going even higher. They're going further up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around to the front of the building, because if you go around the front, you will see that the profile of the building is like an L. It's an L shape. You can't see it from this side because we're standing on the north side of the building. This is the railway embankment road. So the railway road is being widened, and there's a large group of contractors here from XCMG, a Chinese group. I'm assuming it's a Chinese group of contractors here working on widening the road. There's a huge canal here at Liliendal, as you can see. And as if they're probably going to take up some of that canal. Or in fact, they probably don't need to, because they're only going to go 4 lanes wide. And the widening continues. The next intersection takes you to the entrance to the Giftland Mall and the CARICOM headquarters. And of course, we're near to the Liliendal, the convention center at Liliendal. So that's the National Convention Center at Liliendal. There's a lot of activity here, much more than usual. A lot of government of Guyana vehicles passing in and out. And we've actually done, morning, we've done a walk down into this neighborhood before. As you can see, a lot of activity in this neck of the woods now. Right, there's a crane here working on the road. So these guys are working on the widening of the East Coast Road. But on the other side here, construction of this massive hotel. A lot of diplomatic vehicles coming in and out because, of course, like I said in the previous video, there is a international school behind Pasha Global 5-star hotel. So there's a number of vehicles with diplomatic plates dropping off their kids at this international school. It's that time of day. It's about 7:15 a.m. This place looks different now since the last time we've been here. We've taken down some of the fence, the construction fence. So it looks rather different from the way it did the last time we were here. Can't figure out why though. What is it that makes it look so different? Could be the vegetation that has grown up some. Anyway, so part of the difference is this massive building. This is as large as we've seen it since I've been observing it. And I think I've come at a time when this is the busiest I've seen this road. I actually haven't seen the school kids. Morning. Yeah, but this is what it looks like now. Pasha Global 5-star Hotel. All these vehicles driving in here are dropping off kids, I suppose, to the school that's located behind this Pasha Global 5-star Hotel. So all these vehicles are part of the school run. Yeah, but this is what this hotel looks like now. It's massive, but I've brought you around here so you can see that it's not only massive from one side. We're looking at the western facing side of the building now. It's actually L-shaped. Now remember the fire that destroyed May's school. I remember suggesting that the alternative to May School, a temporary alternative to May School, would be to rent this school building, which was built for the international community, an IB school. I'm going to take a look at it in a minute, but here it is. This is Pasha from the west side, and as you can see, it's an L-shaped building, and the mass continues. It's a massive structure. It's now about, like I said, 13 stories tall, and still going higher, still getting taller. That's looking at the building from the west side. More on that later. Like I said, this is a school, an international school that's built here by the local developer. I'm informed that this is somebody called Ramroop, or is it Ramsaroop? Ramsaroop. So this school, I suggested back a couple of weeks ago, when there was a fire that destroyed the May School, that this school building, which seemed to be unoccupied a month or two ago, would be the ideal place to rent until Maze um, completes their plans to either reconstruct or relocate. So this is probably where the Maze School is going to temporarily operate. That's my assumption because of all the activity I've seen here now since the school was since Maze was destroyed by fire, and since I know the school was constructed but was not fully utilized. So either that or either this is a temporary location for Maze, or the international school, the IB school, has finally started operation, and a lot of those kids are now coming here. But yeah, this is the Pasha Global 5-star hotel. As you can see, construction has reached the 13th floor. We're looking at the west side or southwest side of the building now. It is towering above this school. This school actually looked massive until recently. Now Pasha makes it look small because Pasha is going to be at least 13 stories tall. Like I said, from the count we've done so far, the building is now at least 13 stories tall. If you can count from this side how many stories they've completed. There are a few floors with very tall ceilings, like double height on the north side, right? But if you look at the south side of the building, here, those double height floors have been converted into single height floors. So those first 3 floors are probably 6 floors, maybe 5, maybe not. Maybe those are just staircases. Anyway, based on what I can assume are just levels, what we can see here is 1, 2, 3, 4, now 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. On this side of the building, from the green section, I don't know how many floors are being hidden under the green material, fabric, but below them you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until you could reach the roof of the school, and below that there are at least 3 more, so that's 8 floors until you get to the green section. That green section might be concealing another 2 or 3 floors. So that's 8 and 3, 11 floors completed here on the south side of the building. But yes, Pasha is beginning to look like a massive building, and it's beginning to dwarf this school.